Welcome back to our social class, dear children. This is 8th standard. We are seeing lesson 2 in history, and this is the 4th video. We have to start from Anglo-Maratha Wars. We have stopped up to this in the last class, that is Mysore after the war. Okay, so we'll just start from Anglo-Maratha Wars. So, Anglo-Maratha Wars. The Marathas managed to overcome the crisis caused by their defeat at Panipat and after a decade recovered their control over Delhi. So, the Marathas, they managed over the crisis, that is difficulties. Okay, crisis is nothing but difficulties, okay, caused by their defeat at Panipat. And after a decade, they recovered their control over Delhi. Second point, however, the old Maratha confederacy controlled by the Peshwa had given way to 5 virtually independent states. So they gave way for 5 virtually independent states. What are they? We'll see. Peshwa at Pune, Gaikwads at Baroda, Bhonsle at Nagpur, Holders at Indore, and Scindias at Gwalior. So these were the 5 places they gave independence, that is mutual independence. The Peshwa's government was weakened by internal rivalries, and the other 4 leaders were often hostile to one another. Despite this, the Marathas were still a formidable power. The internal conflict among the Maratha was best utilized by the British in their expansionist policy. First Anglo-Maratha War happened from 1775 to 82. What are the causes? In the case of the Marathas, the first British intervention was at the time of dispute over succession to the Peshwaship following the death of Narayana Rao. After the death of Narayana Rao, Raghunath Rao, he is otherwise called as Rahoba, became the Peshwa. So after Narayana Rao, Raghunath Rao became the Peshwa. But his authority was challenged by a strong party at Pune under Nana Padnavis. So, under Nana Padnavis, their challenge became very strong in Pune. The party recognized the infant born posthumously to Narayan Rao's wife. So, posthumously. So, what is posthumously here? You can see. Okay, posthumously is nothing but after the death of the originator. That is called as what? Posthumously. Okay. Here. The party recognized the infant born posthumously to Narayana Rao's wife, Gangabai, as the Peshwa and set up a council of regency in his name. Having failed in his bid to capture power, Raghunath Rao approached the British for help. The Treaty of Surat became the English and Raghunath Rao was concluded in 1775. However, the majority of the Supreme British Council in Calcutta was opposed to the Surat Treaty, although Warren Hastings himself had no objection to ratifying the treaty. The council sent Colonel Upton to Pune to negotiate a peace with the Pune Regency. Accordingly, Upton concluded the Treaty of Purandar in 1776. The treaty, however, did not take effect due to opposition from the English government in Bombay. So this is the picture of Narayana Rao and Raghunath Rao. So this is the picture of Nana Padnavis. So we'll see the course. In 1781, Warren Hastings dispatched British troops under Captain Poham. He defeated the Maratha chief Mahadaji Shinde in a number of small battles and captured Gwalior. Later on, 17th May 1782, the Treaty of Salbai was signed between Warren Hastings and Mahadaji Shinde. So picture of Captain Poham and Mahadaji Shinde's picture. So next, coming to Anglo-Maratha Wars. A flow chart of Anglo-Maratha Wars. First Anglo-Maratha War, Second Anglo-Maratha War, and Third Anglo-Maratha War happened from 1775 to 1782. It took 7 years. And Second Anglo-Maratha War, it took 2 years, 1803 to 1805. And Third Anglo-Maratha War, 1817 to 1818, it took 1 year. Result: Raghunath Rao was pensioned off and Madhav Rao too was accepted as the Peshwa. Salsette was given to the British. The Treaty of Salbai established the British influence in Indian politics. It provided the British 20 years of peace with the Marathas. Next, coming to internal affairs of the Marathas. We'll see what are the internal affairs of the Marathas. The internal affairs of the Marathas deteriorated further after the close of the First Maratha War. So, the internal affairs of the Marathas got declined or spoiled, deteriorated further after the close of the First Maratha War. After the First Maratha War, it got spoiled. Okay, the internal affair got deteriorated, or we can say that declined. Nana Fadnavis grew fond of power, jealous of Mahadaji Shinde, and became progressively inclined to seek the support of the English. So here Nana Fadnavis, he grew very fond of power. He wanted the power and he felt jealous of Mahadaji Shinde, and he became progressively inclined to seek the support of the English people. The young Peshwa Madhava Rao too tried to improve the affairs but could not check the rivalry of the Maratha chiefs. Mahadaji Shinde died in 1794 and was succeeded by his grandnephew Daulat Rao Shinde. His death left Nana Fadnavis supreme at Pune and the English to expand their influence in North India. Peshwa Madhav Rao too committed suicide in 1795, and Bajirao too, worthless son of Raghunath Rao, became the Peshwa. The death of Nana Padnavis in 1800 gave the British an added advantage. So the picture of Madhava Rao too, and the picture of Daulat Rao Shinde and Bajirao too. Next, coming to next paragraph. Jashwant Rao Holkar and Daulat Rao Shinde were fighting against each other. So these both started to fight against each other. Who else? Jashwant Rao and Daulat Rao. The Peshwa supported Shinde against Holkar. The Peshwa, they started to support the Shinde against the Holkar. The Peshwa and Shinde agreed to help each other. Holkar marched against the Peshwa. The combined force of Shinde and the Peshwa were utterly defeated in 1802 and captured the city. Bajirao too approached Lord Wellesley, the then Governor General of India, for help. Lord Wellesley welcomed the Peshwa and made him sign the Treaty of Bassein, in other words, the Treaty of Subsidiary Alliances, accepting the status of the British subsidiary in 1802. As an immediate to the Treaty of Bassein, The British troops marched under the command of Arthur Wellesley towards Pune and restored the Peshwa in his position. The force of Holkar vanished from the Maratha capital. A picture of Jashwant Rao Holkar. Jashwant is otherwise called as Yashwant. Okay, so his other name is Yashwant. You will be getting this in further paragraphs. So coming to the second Maratha war, held from 1803 to 1805. Causes. After accepted the subsidiary alliances by the Peshwa, Daulat Rao Shinde and Rahoji Bhonsle attempted to save Maratha's independence, but the well-prepared and organized army of the English under Arthur Wellesley defeated the combined armies of Shinde and Bhonsle at Assaye and Argonne. So the picture here is Rahoji won Bhonsle. Next, course. The English forced them to conclude separate subsidiary treaties, namely the Treaty of Diogon and the Treaty of Surgi Arjungon, respectively in 1803. But Yashwant Rao Holkar, so here we are seeing Yashwant. So Jashwant is otherwise called as Yashwant, I told you earlier, right? So here we are telling in bracket also called as Jashwant Rao Holkar. Got it? So Jashwant Rao Holkar is the same name here as Yashwant Rao Holkar. Okay, both are same person only. Was yet undefeated and had not participated in the war so far. Holkar plundered the territory of Jaipur, and in 1804 the English declared war against him. Yashwant Rao Holkar made an attempt to form a coalition of Indian rulers to fight against the British. But his attempt proved unsuccessful. The Marathas were defeated, reduced to British vassalage, and isolated from one another. So vassalage is nothing but homage. Homage is called as what? Vassalage. And here a coalition they are giving. Coalition is nothing but coming together to achieve a goal is called as coalition. Okay. And here in Dagon, Treaty of Dagon. So Dagon is nothing but it's a small village in Orissa. Okay. Next, results. The Maratha power was gradually weakened. The English East India Company started becoming the paramount power of India. Next, coming to Third Anglo-Maratha Wars, held from 1817 to 18. Causes. The Third Anglo-Maratha War was the final and decisive conflict between the British East India Company and the Maratha Empire in India. It began with an invasion of the Maratha territory by British East India Company troops. The troops were led by the Governor General Hastings, and he was supported by a force under General Thomas Hislop. So the picture of Thomas Hislop. Courses. The Peshwa Bajirao II's force, followed by those of Mudoji II Bhonsle of Bagpur and Malhar Rao Holkar III of Indore and rose against the British. Daulat Rao Shinde of Gwalior remained neutral. The Peshwa was defeated in the Battle of Khatki and Koregaon, and several minor battles were fought by the Peshwa's force to prevent his capture. Bhonsle was defeated in the Battle of Sita Baldi and Holkar in the Battle of Mahidpur. A picture of Mudoji II Bhonsle and Malhar Rao Holkar III. So results. First point, the Maratha Confederacy was dissolved and Peshwaship was abolished. So what were the result of Maratha war. Result was Maratha Confederacy got dissolved and Peshwaship got abolished. The first result. Second, most of the territory of Peshwa Bajirao II was annexed and became part of the Bombay Presidency. Third one, the defeat of the Bhonsle and Holkar also resulted in the acquisition of the Maratha kingdoms of Nagpur and Indore by the British. Fourth, the Bajirao II, the last Peshwa of Maratha, was given an annual pension of 8 lakh rupees. So these were the results. Okay children, we'll just wind up to this. Next class we shall continue from British administrative organization in India. Thank you and take care.